Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Aaron, with Evolution Daily, and I'm out here in Santa Monica, California. It's absolutely fucking beautiful. We're on our way to boot camp right now. I've got 3 students on boot camp today, running day game here on the 3rd Street Promenade. It's gonna be fucking legendary. And in this video, what I wanted to do is I wanted to explain to you one of the absolute core differences between cool, boss-ass, leader-type men and beta, chode, cuck, follower, fucking puppy dogging girls around the bar, puppy dogging girls around the 3rd Street Promenade type dudes, okay? Huge difference here, okay? And the difference that I'm talking about is the difference between genuine intent and validation seeking, okay? So, a lot of guys get very upset at the idea that there are some men that are naturally good with women. And it sucks because why am I a guy that has to watch videos about it and maybe take boot camps and courses, and I have to learn and I have to put in so much work, and yet these guys are so good. I'm going to explain to you the key element that makes a guy who is natural with women, and what you are most likely doing differently. So let's take it back to kindergarten, okay? For many kids, this is the first time that they're around a bunch of other little kids that are their age, okay? So we're talking about little boys here, right? So let's look at, even back when you were 5, 6, 7 years old, the difference between certain kids in that class, okay? Some kids were getting invited to the birthday parties and they're getting picked first for the kickball team and blah, blah, blah. There's popular little boys and little girls in, kindergarten, 1st grade, 2nd grade. So why is that? It's only, and I mean literally solely, based on physical appearance. Oh, boo-hoo, looks matter, especially when you're 5, 6, and 7, okay? Looks matter. It's all physical appearance, okay? So let me explain to you what that means for a guy that is natural with women throughout the rest of his life. So when you are a cute little boy or a cute little girl, everything that you do gets validated, either consciously or subconsciously, by adults and by other kids as well, okay? So it's just we're just so genetically predisposed to being attracted to people with other powerful genetics, and they're gonna be good for offspring and for protection and blah, 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 right? Evolutionary psychology at its absolute core is based around that. So what that means is that the little kid who might, he's already in good shape, maybe just this cute little boy, right? He might say some dumb shit that comes to his head and it gets laughed at and people think he's cool for it and people think that he's funny for it. Whereas if you maybe were just a not so attractive little kid, maybe you were just a little chubby little guy like I was, then you're not gonna get that same validation and you're always going to be seeking it throughout the rest of your life, okay? So think about one of the coolest guys you know that is natural with women. You all know somebody that is just a friend of yours, somebody you know from college, from high school, whatever, and there's just something about him where he gets around women and they flock to him, okay? And maybe he's not even that physically attractive, it's just this sort of natural charisma. How is this guy always getting laid? It's the difference between genuine intent and validation seeking. So again, it's not your fault, but you may have been in a toxic household or an ugly little kid or whatever the situation where for some reason you were not getting the validation from potentially a father figure, a male role model, classmates, friends, teachers. You might not have been getting that validation as a young kid, and so you're constantly chasing that throughout your life. Whereas the natural, he's never chasing it and he's always getting it because he's so genuinely and authentically himself. So again, women can smell from a mile away the difference between the guy in the group that's doing what he wants to do because he thinks it's funny, because he thinks it's cool, who says, hey, let's go down the street to the brig, let's go hit the fucking brig. They can tell that guy is the man. He's the fucking leader. He likes this bar. It's probably a cool bar. They can tell the difference between that and you that's trying to get the girl to do anything that you could potentially possibly get laid. And they can smell it. They can smell the neediness on your fucking breath. It's strong. It's stronger than a cigarette. They can tell if you're validation seeking versus genuine intent. So what does genuine intent mean? Genuine intent means doing what you want to do in a given moment without a filter, okay? So it's the difference between having that filter in your mind where you're thinking, is this cool enough to say? Is this funny enough to say? Is the girl gonna think this is good? Is this going to increase my chances of getting laid, of having sex with this girl? It's the difference between that and saying shit because you think it's funny. An observation that you might think to yourself is way too sexual or way too ridiculous, and that it might actually offend some people that are standing around in the group, but you fucking say it anyways with 100% full-blown, genuine intent, genuine confidence, and that is an even stronger smell than the validation seeking, okay? Women can sense the man that is the leader in any given situation, okay? You don't wanna be the guy in a group of, 5, 6 guys, 5, 6 girls. You don't wanna be the guy who's just like, yeah, we could totally go do the thing. The guy that the women are going to be attracted to is the guy that suggests, you know what, why don't we go down to this bar? You know what, I know a great food spot, it's right down here. Let's go fucking get, oh my God, you like Mexican food? It's got the best fucking Mexican food you've ever had. They can sense the difference between genuine intent and validation seeking. So I want you guys to take this out into the field with you. This video, really, be conscious of it, be aware of it, be aware of doing what you want to do in a given moment without filters, without fear of rejection, without fear of offending somebody. Be yourself authentically, have that genuine intent, and you will stand way above all the other men that are constantly validation seeking. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is the first video that I'm filming out here in Santa Monica, California. It's fucking beautiful. We got to get to boot camp.